Tonight on Rock Center, the social media movement that was started by one of our own. It was just an idea Ann Curry had after that awful first night in Newtown. Then it took off, and now so many people around the globe are talking about 26 acts of kindness.
They're simple things. You don't need money to do them. You just need to be kind and do them.
We wanted to begin tonight with one of the few moments of genuine warmth and goodness that came out of the tragedy in Newtown, Connecticut, which has, of course, darkened the entire holiday season across this great country. Ann Curry got on Twitter with an idea she had to honor the lives lost by performing acts of kindness. Well, since that moment, over 1 million people have visited our website wanting to know more. We're happy to say Ann is here with us. Look what you've done.
Well, you know, it's what a lot of people have done, that wave of goodness. Let me tell you, one tweet, Brian, touched a nerve and sparked a movement of kindness that is still spreading across America and beyond. For a week now, the world has watched Newtown's numbing grief. And while many have tried to soothe the suffering here with toys, flowers, and prayers,
thank you.
A powerful movement is growing outside this community to do even more.
Did you want to make a donation to anyone specific, or?
Just anyone.
Today at the Newtown General Store, Pete Leone was inundated with calls from across the country, including one from Elizabeth Glass of Annapolis, Maryland.
I'm the mother of a first grader, and it's so tragic.
Her call and her gift of coffee to Newtown residents is part of a massive wave of goodwill that began online last weekend with a simple phrase.
I saw on Twitter yesterday Ann Curry's 26 Acts of Kindness.
26 Acts of Kindness on Twitter under the hashtags 26 Acts or 20 Acts invites everyone to carry out acts of kindness for anyone, anywhere.
This is number 10 for me.
To honor the 26 children and staff of Sandy Hook Elementary.
It's really the whole town, and it's really the whole country. I feel like everyone is grieving.
Last night, this group of women from Westchester County, New York, turned their Christmas gathering into a 26 Acts vigil and fundraiser.
Other things have happened where I was able to get on with my day, but with these little babies. I was not.
Turning their grief into action felt like a way to break through the darkness.
As you saw those hashtag 26 Acts come across your Twitter feed, and you saw what other people were doing, what was the emotion in you?
The conversations turned to, what act of kindness are you doing? And that was the most amazing, incredible thing, because who would have ever thought that that's where the conversation would go?
They're simple things. You don't need money to do them. You just need to be kind and do them.
And one by one, these women talked about their acts of kindness, like volunteering at a homeless shelter.
The children will help cook meals and I will sleep over.
And helping students find their way.
So when the children go back to school in Newtown, we would like to read books at snack time and bring the children cookies to make them feel safe.
Bob Marola, a government official in Newtown, Connecticut, was invited to their vigil.
I see what's coming from all around the country. It's overwhelming. It's nothing I've ever experienced before in my life. It's almost like it can be reborn.
It's an awakening inspiring others who shared their stories with us. Leanne Fleischer, feeding the hungry in Central Florida. Allison Del Paggio, donating jars of baby food and pet food in Massachusetts. And Cheryl Green, buying more than 20 toys for children at a homeless shelter in Atlanta. She sent us this video.
And it brings a little joy to my heart to know that some of these children between the ages of 5 to 10 just might have a slightly better Christmas than normal.
At Cumberland High School near Providence, Rhode Island, history teacher Ashley Prue challenged her students to act.
Personally, I was in high school when the tragedy at Columbine occurred, and I remember the feeling of fear and uneasiness in the school and how we never wanted it to happen again. And I wanted to show my students that something good had to come from this tragedy and that small acts have a big impact.
They gathered books for underprivileged children and canned goods for a food bank and created a 26 Acts mural in their classroom.
They have by far exceeded anything that I could have expected from them.
And on the West Coast in Campbell, California, the community rallied to buy sparkling new bicycles for some 50 elementary school children.
Yes!
They handed out the bikes this afternoon, high fives and smiles all around. One act of generosity among thousands, rising from a nation's despair.
Well, you know what? Good on you. You can try to deflect it all you want. The great thing is this kindness, it's like kinetic energy. It was out there, kind of bursting to get out, and now the scope of this thing is unbelievable.
You're absolutely right, Brian. I mean, this movement is going overseas. As I mentioned earlier, it's now in Finland, South Africa. I've got a list here, Russia. If you can believe it, Brian, the Newtown General Store actually got a call for help from Afghanistan. Someone offering from Afghanistan help for Newtown. I mean, it's clear that people are understanding that kindness is contagious, but I think that people have needed to do something after this tragedy.
Well, please take a moment to feel good about what you've done. Ann Curry, thank you very much.